Mic test. Seems to be working. And that's the correct microphone. Stretch. Hello, Jinder. How is you? Pop over. And we hit that continue button. Sleepy? God, is that in the mood? Hopefully everything else is good otherwise. Tomorrow's book 19 of Bookworm. Oh, I would love to read that. Alright, did my NVIDIA shit change some settings that I was not aware of? Possibly. Possibly. I don't know what settings it is all changed. Right, I fucking rage quit from this. I was not having a good day when I tried this. So bit of a thingy of an update. Not a lot has changed with this build. I should honestly go get the guitar. But my art's different. It's no longer parry. I can light my fists on fire now. Also, I'm a little underwhelmed by Flame Grant Me Strength. But it's buff. It's useful. Anyway, I'm stubborn. And I want vengeance. Give me your head. Godfrey. Or Godfroy. Ow. Well. So if you've never seen gameplay of Elden Ring, Revengeance, standing here I realize that you're just like me trying to make history. God, that was sad. That was sad what happened there. Fuck me. Well, let's try again, and let's do less of the panic rolling and more of the kicking his ass rolling. All right, motherfucker, round 300. I hate that move. That move's no better. Really? Really? You finally know which puppy is Shara. Nice. Hello, Squirrel. How is you? Oh, I'm gonna be here for a bit. Excellent. You can tell I'm finally at the halfway point of the game. Why? Because the bosses suddenly become fucking HP sponges. At least if I die to this guy, my runes spawn outside of the arena. Technically. I hate how the second hit does not collide with him. Because motherfucking Godfroy's got some weird ass hit. That was too early. And I died. Okay, bye, charger cable. Like, From Software patched this goddamn game, but they didn't improve punchy hit detection. Punch weapons. Garbage in most Dark Souls games, and not amazing in this one, though they're still okay. I need to shake off some rust is really what needs to happen. Because, you know, you go for a long while without having to fight this guy, and now suddenly you have to refight him and he's got like twice the health bar. If not that, then most assuredly more. Well, ow, Jesus. Not afraid. That attack is the fucking worst. What the fuck you gonna do? I'm all the way over here. How did that miss? How did that miss? Excuse me, sir. Explain to me how that missed. Really fucking hate how he just is both a damage sponge and does so much extra damage himself. Get a cheap shot in first. How the fuck am I alive? And that is why that attack sucks. That could be bad. That was much too early. Here he goes again. Three. Huh. I was gonna say, I will fucking die if I get greedy here. Bitch. And I got the Godfrey icon. Yay? More importantly, I got a bunch of runes. Blood echoes. Souls. Blood souls. Blood runes. The fuck are they called in Sekiro? I have no idea. Money! I got money. /EXP/ oh sweet Jesus, why do I have this goddamn consumable that is used for like 19 different things? But at this point in the game, I could go and challenge Radon. I just have to get back to Redmane Castle. Which is very easy. Also, as you can tell, I'm currently in the Altus Plateau, pissing off everybody within a 3-mile radius. Why specifically 3 miles? That's about the distance I usually travel, that's why. Ah, yes, I want to go up there first. Get the fucking map. Can't see shit on my map without the fucking map. I was gonna say, am I going the right way? Not walking straight into a dragon's den to get murderized and tenderized by a dragon, am I? Not usually a good thing. Here it is. Do. You got the dungeon map. Now you can see rough bouts where the fuck you are. Now you need to go find a compass so you actually know where you are. There should... Yeah, there's a site of grace down over here somewhere. I think... Nope, that's fire. Fortunately, I'm looking for a site of grace, not a bonfire. Real talk. Most of the shit you see in Dark Souls ain't a bonfire. That thing is a smoldering pile of ash at best. I feel like the bonfire should be down here somewhere. I am directly in line with the side of grace pointing. Probably further down. And then my next objective is to go up to the Volcano Manor. Be all like, hey, I'd like to join your organization. Why? I don't know. It's just something different. Look, it's what the Dark Souls verse calls a bonfire. And it's wrong. End of story. What with all the flames dying? And it's still wrong. End of story. It's not even the right size to have been a bonfire. Like, come on. Get that weak shit out of here, Dark Souls. I'm just being semantically combative. Just 'cause. I could have sworn there was a bonfire over here, but apparently I was high. I guess. Don't know how, and I don't know when. That little fucker's got himself an Ash of War. Not that I can probably equip it with my fist weapon. Though that's a shame, because that's a really good one. Who doesn't like a ranged bleed attack? Like, come on. The person on the receiving end of said ranged bleed attack. Also, I definitely think... Because I can equip an Ash of War called Hoarfrost Stomp. And if I am going to go fight Melania... Bitch! That is going to require me to do... Son of a biscuit. I don't have any more Stonesword keys. That's going to require me to want to do frost damage. So I can do frost buildup. So the plan is make these spiked Castus deal frost damage with the Hoarfrost Stomp, as well as bleed damage, because I don't know if you've noticed, but spiked Castus, they cause bleed. Not fun to be punched by. No, sir. Or ma'am. Or, choose your preference if you were neither. Oh, look, bunch of slugs. There is a side of grace inside this old ruin. Not that I'm particularly excited to be here, but I do want some place to rest and spend my runes. Look, so do almost all swords, and I don't think most actually cause bleed buildup. You're You're not wrong. Could you imagine, though? Could you imagine if all sharp weaponry in this game could cause bleed buildup? How much easier / harder this game would suddenly become as a result? You even missed Torrent. How do you miss a goat horse thing? Like, that's impressive. My guy, what were you here to prove? There it is. Now I can come back here and cause some mayhem whenever I choose. Wow, all right, okay. They were not kidding when the patch note said, made it so we emphasize flasks when you can get an upgrade. All right, Elden Ring, I get it. Fine, I'll fucking upgrade my flask, Jesus. This is too many points in endurance. I really want to wear this armor and still be considered at a light load, which this game refuses to fucking give me. I want to keep the Guardian Bracers. I think he wanted to prove you could take a punch. He was wrong. He was very wrong. All right, I want to go to back to Fort Gale. Because turns out, Fort Gale not only has flame give me strength, but it also has Qatar, which, according to this game, count as punching weapons, which is not wrong. Although these are punching weapons that don't cause bleed, so they are very much a situation where I would equip them as, like, I just need raw damage output or as an alternative damage type. Because they deal slashing damage instead of punching damage, or rather blunt. Even though they specifically deal piercing damage. IRL, I think you could probably swing a guitar kind of like a weird short dagger at the end of your fist and get away with it. I think. Out of me way. Ow. I may have to kill that man. That may is starting to become a must. Did he stop? The thing is, katars are also called punching daggers. This is true. Here's the thing. It's in this goddamn fort somewhere, and I don't quite remember where. And there's a lion down there who wants me for brunch. Bye. And it's specifically me. Oh, right. That's how I got to Redmane Castle the first time. Should I open an alternative? I'm fine up here. Lion ain't got no way to get to me from here. Hello. Ah, there they are, the guitar. These, unfortunately, are a little heavier than boxing gloves. Go figure. They're also considerably worse because they are unupgraded. Yeah, that's punchy weapon. Okay. My business is done here, and I don't want to go fuck with the lion. I know. I could go to Gredmain Castle, but I have a side of Grace that's pretty close. And I think right now, because of the events I've done with Ronnie's quest, Redmane Castle is open to the public. For a night of revelry. And shenanigans, and also, oh god, let's go fight Radon, and oh Jesus Christ, he's going to murder everyone.
Well, I took you for no man to lay out your arm.
Oh, right. I have to be equipped with it in order to show up on that screen. Yeah, I can get it to plus 13 for right now, and that's only because I'm short. Level 5 smithing stones. But... well, the flat damage is better than this because this is on quality. Rather than anything else. Oh god, I could give it Crag Blade. And yeah, it is just as restrictive as other punching weapons in terms of what Ash of Wars you can give it. Which really fucking sucks, and I hate that. I think this is hilarious. I think the Crag Blade Ash of War is hilarious. You literally, if you have fist weapons, you punch the ground and then pull up your fists, and now they're covered in rocks. Because I guess some gravity magic is involved. It's another like self-augment Ash of War. But it's not like Flaming Strike, which is like an actual ranged attack, kind of. You can hit somebody with it, but they have to be like right in front of you. So it's quite short. It's quite short range. Yeah, that's quality. And that would be the same sort of thing I got on my current. So it'd be 139, 107 versus 138, 125. And that's considering it's got +2 upgrade. It seems, unless the next 2 upgrades make a big difference, it seems the guitar are slightly worse than the Castus. I can probably duplicate the Flaming Strike for now, because I really actually do like that. Yeah, this would give a good like comparison, because otherwise I could give it Fire, which is nice, but also, well, no, it ups strength scaling but kills dex scaling, while also making it way worse in base damage. Okay, so its base damage is higher, period. So with that, that's 113. 143, 113, and then the next upgrade. Next upgrade would have to increase the scaling too in order for it to be comparable, I think. But that's technically a viable weapon switch if I want to switch to that, since this deals blunt damage, technically. It just weighs more, which, you know, great. Need even more endurance. Son of a bitch. Don't leave those behind. Want to see if I can somehow scrounge up enough runes in order to level up again. Which I doubt, but sometimes you just gotta see the math. Or see the results of you popping all your runes. And that'll be 1,400, which I don't... Well, maybe. I am less than 200 runes short. Gods, be good. Hey, you want to buy something for me?
No matter.
I don't fucking know. Actually, a number of things I could sell you and get enough. Not selling those. I ain't selling that. Need those. Need these. I am admittedly carrying way too many smithing stone ones. Do you want some? Because if I need them, I could just fucking buy some more, like real talk. Also, I should have left myself with 12, because that's how many you actually need. Oops. Oh well! Please, for the love of God, let that put me in the next weight category down. What am I? 0.1 pounds over? What the hell, game? No. No, it's like 0.4 pounds over or something obnoxiously dumb. Okay, more than that, I suppose. Dumping too many levels in this simply because I don't want to be at medium weight anymore. Like, I could go down... God, I have to go down even further than the Omen Killer robe. Like, 0.7 or something really dumb. Like, really, really dumb away from it. I mean, admittedly, I can probably get away with changing my, like, pants. I was gonna say, I don't think the pants are necessarily going to change how much I have at the end of the day. But yeah, that'll bump me back up to medium load, and God forbid I even consider equipping it on its own. Because then I have to figure out how to shave off, like, back down to 22.5, which I'm sure is not too hard. Like, honestly, I could probably even take these off entirely and be fine. No, if I wanted to be really stubborn about it, I could probably go down to, like, these, maybe. Okay, no, it has to be more than that. Oh, God. You can see my bare hands now. I'm not even sure if that's a significant amount of defense that I've just sacrificed. I really don't think it is. I mostly just want to keep the hood on, because it's cool aesthetically. But also, for the love of all that is holy, I really should be upgrading another stat Not just my resistance. Or, endurance. That is not doing me any favors, all. I am missing a number of places up here. Like, for example, I know there is a cave here that I could go to. I also know there's a fucking, like, dungeon down here that definitely feels way higher level than it should be. Also, a fucking dragon over there that I haven't killed yet. Note, I say yet. But he's a punk, and he also breathes rot that damages you as you, like, exist in it. I think this will take me pretty much directly into Redmane Castle. Now that we've gotten to this plot point. Well, sure enough, and all of the enemies are despawned right now. Nope, never mind. Never mind. Forget I said anything. So, correction. Most of the enemies are despawned. So now, if I was sadistic enough, I could come back here later and fight the duo boss fight that is complete and utter garbage and bullshit. Hello, silent miracle-wielding lady. I believe you are a finger maiden. Hello, Blythe.
Ah, there you are. Took your sweet time. The players are all made up. I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Ronnie's sake, too.
I literally cannot promise that.
Once more into the fray together.
I literally cannot promise that I will not die.
Welcome. The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radon, mightiest demigod of the shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune.
I'm probably gonna die.
Of war. The Radon Festival.
Ah, indeed, I thought I'm by the by. Do you know, well, to think. Oh, but be sure to get a good eye. Be sure to get a good eye.
I'm not gonna get a good vantage point, sir. I am going to go and hopefully beat up Radon? Question mark.
Are you good and prepared? The festival.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture.
Yeah, we know.
But now, we must make merry. Oh, gathering of champions! The revels be the celebration!
Yeah! I know I'm skipping a lot of dialogue, but I want to get to it. God, why do they never open the side door? The door that's more convenient to go through. Oh, look, another Smithing Stone 6. Like, Jiminy crickets. This is gonna end poorly. Probably. Like, I have to go in there, punch Radon in the face, and kick his ass somehow. This is gonna be interesting. I am probably going to need to level up my health a lot. Yeah, I see you. Ow! Okay, that's dumb, and I hate how that tracks. Oh yeah, I left Patches alive. I can technically summon Patches here. Ow! Get him, lads! Let him do some of his violent swinging. Okay! Ow! The fact I'm not dead yet is an accomplishment. Me hitting this guy is a fucking accomplishment. Because he will not get off his goddamn horse. Oh, that's Patches. Alright, so here's the thing with Patches. He summons. Oh. Okay, he's sticking around. For now, anyway. Patches left. Patches noped the fuck out of this one. How are you supposed to dodge that? You kind of wish Radon had a him-sized horse that you had to kill first. Okay. Fair. But, like, there's actually some lore behind his teeny tiny little horse. At least relative to his great big size. So, apparently, Radon was a giant of a man. But growing up, he wasn't so big. Probably like as a kid, he was like Andre the Giant size, from what I understand. Range. Please stop. Please let me get up. Ah! I haven't even gotten started, you heartless whore! Ah! Here, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, Radon loved his horse when he got it, like, as a young lad. But as he grew up, he started getting a little too big for it. You know, as you do when you're fucking Radon-sized. So his first instinct, rather than get a horse that's more appropriately sized, he's all like, you know what? I'm gonna keep riding this horse. I love this horse too much. Even though, as you can see, it's really tiny compared to him. So you know what he does? He visits the scholars of, like, Rhea Lucaria. Is like, hey, teach me some fucking gravity magic. Motherfucking warrior king of the land, Radon, wanted to learn magic. And why? So he could keep riding his horse. And didn't break the poor thing's back. So if you watch his feet, they're glowing purple. He is constantly channeling gravity magic to stay on his horse. And not break the poor thing in half. Or smush it into like a tiny little pancake. It's actually kind of cute. Also keep the total HP pool across the same. Across the horse, keep the same. Which, again, fair. Also, there goes 4,000 soul or runes, souls, blood echoes, whatever the fuck they're called in Sekiro. Whatever they're going to be called in the next installment of the Souls-like genre from Software. So I feel that. Oh. Alexander. Ugh. You know, it'd be neat if, like, I had to battle on my horseback for this section, but at the same time, it's better I don't. God, the fucking combat on horseback is bad. Most of y'all should, like, stand the fuck back. Also, I think if your attack connects with his horse, you still take HP off of him. I'm gonna take out this man's kneecaps, just you watch. To his head. No! I wanted to punch him! Alright, off he goes. Well, I better, where's he coming in from? Oh. From the top rope, shooting star Radon! Run away! Run away! Summon to everybody! Even you, Patches. I know you're just gonna run away anyway, but even you. Oh. That's not... Ah! Why didn't you start focusing on somebody else, you bitch? Only combat you've seen that works on Tempest back is range combat. His name is Torrent. But also, yeah, and that's about the only combat that really works on horse goat back. Because God, the rest of it's fucking clunky as sin. Oh, good God, that almost hit me. Whoop. Yeep. You will rue the day you pissed me off, you giant of a man. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. That awkward moment when it's safer to approach this guy on foot than it is on horseback. I call bananigans. Nope, 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 nope. How did you live? How did you not die that time? I am impressed with your tenacity. Oh, poor Blade. I'm still alive. Why do you have those rocks? Ow. I haven't done anything yet. Oh. You know what? Fair. I took 2 rocks to the face and then I died. That is all it takes to kill me. 2 rocks. Two floating rocks of doom, in fairness, but 2 rocks. Yep, totally makes sense. Ow! Yeah. There's a lot of, oh sweet Jesus, please don't hit me. Fuck! I dodged too early. This fight's still bullshit, and it's a great... It's an indicator of, like, welcome to the halfway point. Do you like bosses that deal too much fucking damage and take too much fucking damage? Here you go! Hi, I'm Elden Ring, a solid 6 out of 10 at best. Of course, I was kind to it because I didn't hate Melania's boss fight, so I gave it a 7. But God, Radon is bullshit. And you cannot convince me otherwise. He says, in the middle of his, like, challenge run, where shit's going to be even more bullshit than usual, because challenge run. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, it is absolutely the case. I hit his horse, I hit him. Providing the horse is not rearing back. He's also just far too mobile for his own good. Right in the eyeball, you motherfucker! And up trots. Probably shouldn't be up there just in case. God damn it, Blade. You had one job. Somebody hit him! Jesus! God! And we all died. The end. It turns out you don't kill the demigod, literally stopping the stars from moving. All right, well, here's Blade.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared. And did you falling star right? But I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that. He was a living legend. If the path has now been to Nokran. Let's meet where the fall will take up our souls once. Let's meet and we'll go into battle. My only purpose is that the curtain's right. Let's meet. We'll go into. My only purpose is the curtain.
Yeah. Alexander, bud, how you hold? Ooh. You don't. You okay, bud?
Ah, hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you. But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, there's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? The greatest of all wars. Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet. The bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering? Just you wait.
Yeah, I missed that dialogue the first time I beat Radahn. I didn't realize that, like, you could find Alexander here, and he's like, oh, shit, oh, fuck, man. I've been broken clean open. Now we've got access to down here. Oh, hey, look, 84,000 runes. I just damn near said souls again. Or were they blood echoes? You know, I keep forgetting. What were they again, guests in chat? It doesn't matter. All that matters is they help level you up. Is there anything actually back here? Why, yes, there is. There is something back here, actually. Now, granted, most of this is just wide, barren wastes. I don't even think there's an extra boss fight out here. I think they are Sen. Huh. Could have fooled me. But yeah, tucked all the way in this back corner over here. Like, way the fuck back here. you spot it yet? There's this mausoleum. Or catacombs, I suppose. Here's the thing. I am underleveled as sin for this one. I got enough for 2 levels. Fuck it, we'll round that up to 30 so I can get some of my old gear back on. Hopefully. I want to double check and make sure I'm not going to miss anything from Radahn's remembrance. But let me just briefly demonstrate why exactly I'm low leveled for this. So this catacomb is like replaying the events of the Shattering. But as you can see, it is betwixt those knights, those clean rot knights, and these guys, which, as you can tell, take a lot of damage. A ridiculous amount of damage, for that matter. And deal quite a bit of damage. Ow. Oh my god. My insides. So I'm not exactly supposed to do this one yet. I need more order! I mean, as you can tell, I can stun lock them, and I can do the full 6-hit combo. But it's not guaranteed to do the most damage, is the problem. But yeah, this catacomb is more like recommended if you're level 100. And for the most part, you're not supposed to engage in that fighting. So I'll probably come back here, but this is here. Why the fuck is it tucked all the way in the corner back here? Your guess is as good as mine. It makes sense for the lore of the area, considering, you know, there was a great big conflict called The Shattering that took place here, which 2 key players in it were Malenia and Radahn. So they had to bury the bodies somewhere, if they weren't buried in the dunes out here. But otherwise, like, you know. Also, yeah, looking at this, there was a video that postulated that apparently the Erd tree is what lights the world of Elden Ring. Motherfucker, explain what's on the horizon here, then. There is a sun out there. In fact, the light's coming from that direction. Not from that direction. Only a 6-hit combo? What kind of monk are you? Your basic combo isn't at least a couple hundred hits. One based in real life, which is to say, not very good. And like I say 6-hit, I think it's more like a 9-hit combo if all hits connect. But even then, it's still not the best. It's got a kind of slow wind-up, and there's enough pauses in there that in PvP somebody could escape the combo, so it's not even a true combo. Especially if they have high enough poise. But if they're blocking, they just keep blocking. I'm probably going to punish them for that. Oops. But yeah, as you can see, there is fucking nothing out here. Literally nothing. After you beat Radahn, what is basically a boss arena, is literally scenery. It is to serve as, like, this is the site of a great battle, as you can tell. But otherwise, there is nothing else interesting out here. You wonder if you could find an ocean before fighting Radon? Like, be right next to the ocean? Oh yeah, a couple places. At this point, I believe Redmane Castle is now no, it doesn't look like it's closed. If it were, I can still technically teleport here. And there's loot inside the castle, but I don't particularly care for it. At least I don't think I care for it on this file. And for the moment, the bosses will not spawn in this place. Yeah, he's sitting back in his throne. I have to exhaust his dialogue, and then he'll fuck off, and then I think bosses will spawn.
At last, the war festival has ended. Brave champion, the celebration festering with rot and crippled by Finally, I'm no longer bound. I have a task in old business. May we meet again. It's time may we meet again. It's time, may we meet.
I actually believe he's important for a quest. One that I've made a lot of progress in. And at this juncture, I do believe, since the castle will now be abandoned from him, I were to rest at the site of grace, I think. Does not look like yet. Not yet. I guess a little bit more time has to pass. Have I decided which ending I'm going for this time? That's primarily why I want to work with the Volcano Manor. I don't think there's an ending tied with that, but nonetheless, there might be something. If it were up to me, and I didn't care either way, I'd probably do a Ronnie ending again, but I want to get a unique ending for this playthrough. I kicked Radon's ass. That's what I thought. So he has the Lion Great Bow and the Star Scourge Greatsword, which bring the two swords together and roar into the sky, pulling in enemies with a gravitational wave. Follow up with an additional input to slam down with gravity-infused swords. And how much does his remembrance grant? 40k. I feel like that's been changed. I thought it was 30k before. But yeah, at this point, I'm not dumping any more points in endurance. 30 is plenty. And again, I only did it to, like, try and appease my overlord here, called my equip load. Anymore, and I am going to throw my head into a bucket of water. Not like literally, mind you. I like to keep my head attached to my body. But like figuratively and pseudo-literally, we're just, I will get a bucket of water and dunk my head into it. Besides, I am like level 77 at this point, and I have way too little health for it. Like, I have gone glass cannon, and it's showing. Oh, is it showing? I didn't pick up any more runes, did I? Nope. I could spam use the remembrance over and over again, because I found a couple of wandering mausoleums. Oops. Right, I have to complete Ronnie's little thing before I can give him anything. God, that actually would be interesting. I think my next objective is to go fight the Mimic Tier. And we shall see who is the better duelist. Me or a copy of me. Just run into the arena. Like the mimic just like calls me out and is like, that blue tarnished again of all places. I found you, faker. Faker? I think you're the fake tarnished around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough to be. I'll make you eat those words. Leave! Oh yeah, actually, I think I want to go to Ronnie's Rise right now, actually. That's a trader taken care of. Because... And I've not done the full of his, like, little side quest line. Yet, but I've read up on it, and it's kind of fucked up. So, apparently, Ronnie's next door neighbor... You know, what's his face? Silvis or whatever. Apparently, his objective was to experiment on making people into puppets. And that experimentation would lead to him, like, giving you a vial to go and poison Nefeli Lu, who helps you fight Godric. Or Godfrey. Whatever the fuck that asshole's name is. The first Elden Lord who... Or not even the first Elden Lord. The first guy who gives you a great rune. If you give her the potion... No, he's not dead yet. Also, his name is Silvis.
Begging for another letter. There remains much to be done.
You know what?
Begging for there remains much. So, you had Nefeli drink the potion? Truly? Then perhaps something was amiss with it.
He's none the wiser.
It's concocted from the finest ingredients, but perhaps I should review the recipe. I may have expected too much of her to begin with.
Okay, he's none the wiser. Okay, so he's not dead yet. But Silvis, if you give Nefeli the potion, she will come back to Silvis's Rise, and Silvis will experiment on her. Until such a point where he finishes experimentation, like, Nefeli dies, but you get her you get her ashes to summon. Which is kind of fucked. Later, he wants you to get, like, somebody else, but you get the choice between them or the Dung Eater. You get either of them to drink the next potion, and then they will come to Silvis's Rise, and he will give you their ashes. His next thing, after he allows you to buy, like, a couple of additional ashes for summoning, using Starlight Shards as currency, he actually wants you to give Ronnie one of these potions. You know, the puppet at the top of Ronnie's Rise. Because his end goal is he wants to be able to control the demigods themselves. If you follow through with it, Ronnie gets kind of pissed. Because, one, the potion doesn't work. Go fucking figure, it's a doll. What'd you expect? But two... she is very disappointed in your character. And, like, I forget what necessarily happens from what I read, but you get killed. You will die. And when you respawn and check to see what's up with Ronnie, her puppet body is gone. She fucked off and went somewhere else. And when that happens, it's at the point where Ronnie is basically, all right, I'm going to have to go on a journey. You don't have to search for me. I'll be gone for a while kind of thing. She returns to her body when you feed the puppet the potion, because she's just all like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Really? And then I think soon after, Celavis gets killed. Which tells me that Blaidd does the deed to both you and Celavis, because, like, Celavis is found out to be a traitor, and because of your misdeeds, you are killed in the process. But ultimately, you can course correct after you seek forgiveness at the Church of Tears. And you can continue Ronnie's quest. Like, it does not lock you out of Ronnie's quest, provided you seek forgiveness. So Celavis is a fucked up man. And if you do Celavis's quest, you actually lock yourself out of a couple other quests, such as Nefeli's quest, which I am pretty deep into, but I just don't know what the next trigger is to get her to move from the round table hold to her next destination, which is actually Storm... was it Stormhill? Stormvale. You get to Stormvale Castle. Because obviously, if Nefeli dies, you kinda can't progress with her quest. Go figure, right? Alright, well, we're here. Down we go. But I think that's fascinating that it seems, to give credit where credit is due, Elden Ring is very interested in its, like, plots and its, like, seeming political games going on between all the characters as they try to get a leg up against one another or try to get ahead of one another. It's just very fascinating to be around and experience. And then there's the cute shit like Radon learns gravity magic so he doesn't crush his teeny tiny little horse. Relative to his size, of course. And then if you look online, which heaven forfend if you look online, the internet's gone kind of wild with all of the characters. Some others, some more than others. Although then fucking Jessica Negri does a baller fucking Ronnie cosplay. That shit would be fantastic. God, I really should learn how to pronounce her name. There's probably a YouTube video somewhere where it's said and I can learn from that. Hello, Silver Tears. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of them. Yeah, by the way, Flame Strike is great. It's a cleave. And an amazing one at that if you're doing a, like, fisticuff build. Or Frost Stomp is also really good, but it's restricted to ground targets only, and is also really wonky on certain terrain. Like, there are actually some really good Ashes of War in this game that make, like, a fisticuff, like, melee fist weapon build really viable in this game, where in, like, Dark Souls 1 or even 2, you wouldn't have quite the same level of viability. And I actually really enjoyed that aspect and element. I still don't have quite as much, like, poise damage as I would like. Like, I'm not able to stagger enemies as easily. But in a lot of instances, that just makes sense. Like, imagine... Really loud screaming! Hello, Nox, how is you? Like, imagine that you run up to somebody in full plate mail and then you punch them in the head. You may disorient them, but you're probably not gonna make them budge. And if anything, depending on what you punch them in the head with, you're probably gonna hurt yourself more than you hurt them. Just finished a series of time-walking dungeons in World of Warcraft. Did you have fun? Not really sure what I can ask. I would imagine a time-walking dungeon is one that, like, deals with World of Warcraft's history, like a Warcraft-level dungeon or something. Yes? Good. That is all that matters. I killed Radon using fist weapons. And a small army. Because let's be real, that fight is just straight up unfair. And if you didn't have the small army, ripperoonie. Whee! Right, the assholes. You like us some golden runes. Not too far from another level up. I could do with more HP, to be honest. This is Sparta. Fucking bye. Time walking is going back to previous expansion and running it as if you were the level of the Dungeon of Heroic. Oh, so it's literally level syncing. Or maybe it's even scaled up. But regardless, it's just like revisiting an old dungeon. And replaying it as if it were new content. Kind of like in Final Fantasy XIV, where there's Unreal boss fights. Or was that the difficulty scaling that they were given? Like, basically, it's old Extreme Trials, but brought up to current levels. And I don't think mechanics are necessarily changed. But, like, everything else is, like, brought up to modern day. Scaled down, but you have all your abilities. Okay. So it's level syncing, but as if you had your level 90 abilities, even. If it were Final Fantasy XIV terms. How much do the level 6 runes give again? I think it's 2 grand? Yeah, 2 grand. So we're close. We are very close. I just need another, like, 4,000-ish runes. Activate the Malenia. Marika Shrine. For no good reason, other than if I wanted to, I could do co-op. Engage in jolly cooperation. Yeah, there was something this way. Hello, sir. But are you doing a shield-only run, sir? Hey, here you go. Sneak attack! Wow, that worked. Could you imagine every time you do a sneak attack, you yell really loud, sneak attack? It might work, but you alert everybody else. Excuse you? That's embarrassing. Said everybody ever who played Dark Souls. After running so many time walking, I found it was pointless for me to run them with my endgame characters because they don't give items that help me. Oh, do they? Do they not give, like, equipment? Also, wow, what is with this loading time? What the hell? Game usually loads faster than this. Shit, you saw it happen with Godfroy. Still loading. Game is not frozen. I can cycle through hints. Assuming we're not in like some sort of infinite load loop. They give equipment, just not ones that have item levels that increase mine. Ew. That's not good or fun. Alright. Like, I guess it's... It really should be looked more as, like, a hard mode version of that dungeon. In which the point is, like... Excuse me. Oh, there you are, you fuckhead. No! Vengeance is mine. I forgot to explain the real annoying thing that was annoying in my World of Warcraft Draenei Shaman deck. You had a totem that had to be first target for attacks, and anyone who attacked it didn't untap next turn. The ability to recur it for free every turn. Ew, so your Draenei Shaman deck was basically like the meanest control deck this side of Magic the Gathering. You literally laughed at aggro decks. Knock it off! By endgame, I am meaning to do Mythic Plus. Yeah, so, like, your endgame characters are way the fuck up advanced for this, if, like, Heroic is what that level equivalent is. And if you don't kill it in one hit, all my healers just patched it up. So basically, the only way that your deck loses is if it's up against a mid-range burn deck. Something that hits hard, but doesn't necessarily, like, swing wildly out of control. Laughed at aggro, laughed at stompy equivalents, and laughed at mooks. Yeah, some sort of mid-range deck was going to be the counter to you then. Something that could swing really hard, but not necessarily swing with critters. That was embarrassing. No, I said no. Ah, good. I can respec again if I want. Since there's actually no limit to doing that in this game, I don't think I need to. The only reason I'd want to respec again is if I wanted to, like, lose some endurance. Which my objective right now is to actually gain HP, so endurance isn't at the forefront of my mind, but I would like to keep the amount of endurance that I do have. Anything that need to ramp on field had trouble. The biggest swings were warriors coming in with axes, which would result in your hero being tapped out for 2 turns, which hurts. Oh yeah, that was a thing. The World of Warcraft trading card game actually had it, so you had a hero character. That's right. That was the unusual thing about it, which, Another card game I tried to get into, and still have cards for, Force of Will, did something similar to that. Note I said tried. Ultimately, it was never really popular, and there wasn't really much in the way of people playing it here in the United States. Also, you had a set of allies who could ping and heal and untap on anyone else declaring an attack. Ew. Wow, okay. Yeah, that is like some hyper control. Like, basically, you just waited for your opponent to exhaust themselves, is what your deck sounds like. And it was a slow and painful death on their side. It also sounds like you had an answer for those ramp decks. It was a rock. Yep. Like, if it were still around and people played it and I actually cared enough, I would see if I could control it, like, construct a deck that could answer that deck. Eventually you picked it up and dropped it on your head. That is exactly what control players do. They wait for the time when they can just finally get their win condition and do their win condition. Like, that is the whole point of a control deck. They stall the ever-living fuck out of you until either you give up or they get their win condition. Dedicated Burn Mage could, simply by burning out my hero with spells. But yeah, that's, well, okay. Non-spell aggro could probably kick your ass. Unless you had, like, answers for that. But I still insist that mid-range would probably be the bane of your existence. There's no secret here, bastard. Because when I played Mono Black mid-range back during Theros block in Magic the Gathering, that was mean. And it didn't do well against aggro, because aggro just outsped me. But it did kind of cackle maniacally against, like, control decks. Because I could hit hard, and there was usually nothing control could do about it. Because ultimately, like, I would get a thing on the field, and that thing on the field was hard to remove. Because if they would try to remove it with a creature, I could just zap their creature. I was faster than a control, but also had a little bit of control myself. Ow. Ow, could you not... Knock it off. Waiting to get an Assassin Blade again. But yeah, that mono black mid-range deck was really, like, kind of punchy. It wanted to get things on the board, and once those things were on the board, control couldn't get them off. And then I just had, like, spells that were like, hey, based on the number of black mana icons in the cost of the cards on the table, just do that much damage times 2 or something ridiculous like that. The thing is, unlike Magic the Gathering, damage doesn't fall off in World of Warcraft ECG. Oh yeah, it doesn't auto heal every turn. Yeah, you have to have a way to resolve that in the WoW TCG. Okay, ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? I may be setting this guy up for failure. You had a wide toolkit. I'm not going to screw this guy over too hard, but I don't want him dealing bleed damage to me. All right, copy me. Great minds think alike! Bitch! Look at him! He's finally decided to dual wield! Oh, rip! Ooh, 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 doing that running attack. Sorry, pal. Bring the wolves. No, 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 no. We don't bring the wolves for that. How uncouth. We fought like gentlemen. And by gentlemen, I mean I totally gave him the worst weapon. And then you have your Earth Element. Final Fantasy IV / Monk deck in the Final Fantasy TCG. I just have a fucking Final Fantasy VII Cloud Fire deck, it seems. That was a gift from a friend, which I have looked at, and man, some of that card art could use work, as it's pulling mostly from Final Fantasy VII Remake, and they're mostly screenshots. But I really do appreciate that gift, and it's still kind of just chilling next to my computer. Just one day I would like to be able to play it, maybe. Which really catches people off guard with Rydia just being able to break the field. Break your field with any summon on special, unless you are also playing Earth. Yeah, that'll fuck somebody up. I think. If I understand the term right, because basically you drop Rydia and then Rydia can special summon something. That sounds like what that does. Though I really don't know what all the different elements do in Final Fantasy TCG. It, like Force of Will, is a TCG I'd like to learn more about, but at the same time, it's like, 1, I need money, 2, I need free time, and 3, I need an actual, like, community to play it with. Speaking of money, Twitch did give me that paycheck. Which, by the way, if you've got, like, $5 to spare, you could totally subscribe to Mana's Potion at Tier 1, and I receive half of that money. Or you could tip me directly. Or you could give me bits, and I receive all of that money. Or if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. God, this makes me want to just punch myself in the leg. I hate shilling, but I'm shilling because it seems relevant. But real talk, the best way to support me is just be around. It helps the algorithm say, like, hey, this guy's popular. Maybe I'll put them on the front page. Because, like, if I get somewhere in the ballpark of, like, 5K viewers, somebody will notice me. He says, looking at his, like, single-digit viewers. But hey, I am more than happy to have single-digit viewers. I like being my kooky goofball self and not having the chats go by at light speed so I can actually talk to people, too. Because the Rydia I run has a special, normally requires discarding another Rydia to use, but she also says she can use any summon spell for it. Says do 8,000 all non-Earth units on the board. One moment. Is that a lot of health? I have, like, no context for this. It sounds like a lot. Cloud has 9,000. Dangan's a backup. Tief has 8,000. Red 13 has 7,000. The Samurai basic ass card has 6,000. Squire's 5,000. Vincent's 7,000. So that sounds like it one-hit KOs a lot. Barrett's got 6,000. The Dark Knight has 3,000. Black Belt's got 8,000. Yeah, that... Other than Cloud, that one-shots every card that actually has power in my deck. Which, again, is a starter deck. So that's not really saying much, but... You know. Yeah, no. That cracks all non-elites. Yeah, no, I can see that. That's nuts. I was like, I don't have context for how powerful that is. Let me check this deck. Okay. Yep, that's broken. Right, I can fight the Ancestral Spirit Redux here. Right, this asshole is like paying respects to Moog over there. And then you have some extra folks who slap another target 4,000 on top of that. So you will also crack elites, is what it sounds like I'm hearing. Oh shit, they see me. Oh shit, they see me. Oh, well. Ain't that a bitch? Eat flames, motherfucker! Ow. Ow! Or Yang, who can follow up with just half his attack to the entire field, rounded up to the nearest 1,000th. And let me guess, Yang's got like 6,000 or 8,000 or so power. Or maybe it's less than that. Maybe it's 3,000. Leave young Rydia out for a turn, and you likely won't have units left unless you are playing with Earth Yellow. Yeah, double checking the Final Fantasy VII starter deck I have. It looks like it's a cross between Red Fire and Yellow Earth. Y'all screaming. Shush, dear. I think this time I have to find and light 4 torches. But my objective is down there for Rani in order to proceed with her quest line. $8,000 or $9,000 depending on if I have Ursula out, who can also drop 9,000 through her special. Jesus Christ. This just sounds like another control deck that outspeeds aggro, which is really bad for your TCG if that's exactly what that deck does. Like, if the only counter for a deck is as a deck of a similar type, then Houston, we have a problem. Oh god, another fucking Red Wolf. Like, Red Wolves are bad, normally. But I'm a gimmick build. They're even worse. It's actually more high stat beatdown. So control. or mid-range. It's one of the two, but still. Yeah, fuck, I got spotted. I have been spotted. It is time to duel! Well, that was anticlimactic. Will you stop moving? Get back here, you oversized mutt! Ah! Dick! Oh, right. I don't think I lit the side of grace that's over here, actually. Oops. I hate those things. Me too. Me too. They are fucking garbage enemies. And the fact that they get normal enemy privileges after the first boss fight with them, basically, is really bad. And then you have Anacros, who gives all my Earth forwards plus 1,000 power. And Ignis, who gives Earth forwards and Warriors of Light plus 1,000. Allows me to dole 3 Earth units to give a unit plus 2,000. Dulling being tapping your resources, basically. That is nuts. That is gross. Dindra, what the hell? Here's this side of grace. But yeah, if your early game does not look like a lot of fuck you, you're not allowed to play that, it's a mid-range deck. If your early game is a lot of fuck you, you're not allowed to play that, it is a control deck. If your early game is just vomiting a bunch of units, then it's an aggro deck. God, I don't want to fight you, but I'm gonna have to, because you're gonna keep being a punk-ass bitch and getting in my fucking way. Yeah. Hey, FromSoft. Do you maybe want to design enemies that are fair for once in your life? Here's a tip. They can't just follow up an attack with another attack without, like, more resolution frames. Or without some, like, delay. Punk-ass assholes. I'm mostly griping at this point. The Red Wolves are just terrible. They are Sif 3.0, but you have to fight, like, 5 of them. Rydia only does 7,000. Not that it really matters with all the other stuff you can toss out. Yeah, no, it does not matter in the slightest how little damage, by comparison, that she does. You just kind of murk everything else. What are you? Enchanted shot. Looks like a homing arrow. Will you get the hell out of here? believe there's like a rune 10 down there, but you have to warp back. That's 4 shrines lit. There's one over here that I definitely remember, and then there's another one that I think's off the beaten path a bit. The real fun summon in the deck, Titan, give it forward plus 2,000, and then it punches an enemy forward. Ew. So it just gets a free attack. That is disgusting. No other way to describe it. I'm lighting the fire. Leave me alone. Thank you. How did that deal like half my health bar in damage? What? It wasn't even a far fall, game. Ah, yes, the way to get to the big corpse. And also meet Dee's brother, who is also named Dee. Gotta find one more of those. I think is just in a weird place. Ow, could you not gore torrent? Thank you. Really appreciate it if you weren't such a ginormous dick. Really? Also, FromSoft, fuck you. An enemy shouldn't have a true combo if the player can't get a true combo. Even then, it feels awful if the true combo is, oh, you didn't dodge the first attack and you now have no way to escape the rest of this. So it's like, oh, this attack only does X amount of damage. Well, the rest of it does this much too. God, see what I mean? Right here. Really silly. And that's the last flame. I want my ruins back. So it's Totsugeki. Totsugeki! Exactly, it's Totsugeki. Now, in From Software's defense, I've got really low poise. Counter argument, hey, From Software, that's still going to kill me even if I have enough poise to resist it, and don't get the fuck out of the way. Because it deals a shitload of damage. Doesn't really matter how much damage it does, because you can just go straight into it itself again with no delay. Ooh, wow, Jesus. Now, does Guilty Gear Strive have a way to where you can eventually break out of it? I'm sure it does. They surely did not leave that as is without applying a fix of some description. Even if that fix is, it's easier to perform a perfect block. There are ways. I imagine those ways are along the adage of get good or get wrecked. They require match limited resources, though. Go figure. So May is easy mode. As I said, this is the Ancestral Spirit Redux. It's one of this game's multiple reused boss fights. A good May is do with the first step of the combo right or just die. And a bad May is you're probably fine. Oh, fuck, right. This fight's not particularly hard, it's just annoying and long. But it gets brownie points for me because that aesthetic though. Also, this thing's leg gap is too wide. There are like 10 or so minor bosses that get reused a lot. Considering the aesthetic and handcraftedness of this boss, that feels like a crime to call it a minor boss. And this is the only time it gets reused. It's one of those, quote, minor bosses, unquote. Ah, I knew that was coming up. Oh, right. We don't want to get close to that. Also, this fucker has a heal. He only has so many of them, dependent on the number of spirit animals in the arena. But he has a heal. So even worse, this boss fight takes longer. He's gonna charge. Fucking asshole. It's just not a great fight. It's really carried by its aesthetics. If you're a ranged character, this fight's probably fucking easy as... Really? Easy as shit. God, there are times when locking on is just a fucking stupid idea. And this is one of those times, and it sucks. 3. Will you stop evading, you piece of shit? My God. Hit the head for bonus damage. Too bad the head is a really hard to hit target. Oh, there we go. Oh, how the fuck did that miss? And he healed. The futility of this boss fight is he gets like 2 heals. 2. Sneak some damage in as he warps away, because there's a site that allows you to post decks online. There usually is. What are you doing over there? Why? FromSoft, get good at designing your fucking boss fights. Like, I'm sorry, your recent showing has been garbage. It ain't fun, this is tedious. But Miyazaki's vision. Again, and I cannot stress this enough, fuck that man's vision. Like I said, this gets brownie points. Oh, knock it off! There was some genuine rage in there. Yeah, again, and I cannot stress this enough, fuck that man's vision if his vision is going to lead to boss fights that last for several minutes. You're Zadusa. Love fighting games and seafood. Nice to meet you, Zadusa. How is you? Oh, now I gotta get out of here. Bye. Not my best foot forward. I apologize. Sometimes From Software games bring out the worst in ya. Doing good, but yeah. Ugh. Do I have any more? I got his remembrance. I don't think there's anything I can use with this guy's remembrance for my fist weapon only file. Go check real quick. Your character a male? My character in this game right now is a male, yes. The character I beat this game with is female. So that was neither asked nor relevant, really. Okay, that one could be useful. It would actually let me use the 2 miracles I do have more often. But should make him big and muscular. I don't necessarily want to spend a respec point to do that. Hey, bot, get the fuck out of here. Dinner, you got it? Let's see who's faster. Man. I'm faster! Ha-ha! Not that this is a competition. I have to use a respec point. Oh, I don't? This bear's investigating. Is that the mirror in the round table or Renala? There's a mirror here? When and where the fuck was this hiding? Wait, is it in Zia's room? Or Fia's room? It is. What? Interesting. Interesting. Has to increase the frickin' abdomen's the gut. That's making the chest smaller. No! Go back! Arms and legs 255. Yeah, we skipped leg day. We skipped leg day. Oh my god. That is quite the blacksmith gut. Oh no. Oh no. That is literally what that says. We skipped leg day. Big, strong upper body. Definitely didn't realize that leg weights were a thing. I'll give him some muscle definition in the legs. Like Christ. Oh, fine, you party pooper of a game. Fine. He is supposed to be a monk. Or the body hair a little. A little. A little. There. All right, now put some clothes back on. There you go. Jesus Christ. Ooh, you can actually see the guns through that clothing now. All right. Well, that emphasizes that this guy is yeah, no, ooh, he fills out the clothes a bit better. Damn. All right. That's a big guy. That's intimidating. And also probably more of like I punch things and I'm also dexterous monk. All right, that was neat. That's cool. I didn't know that mirror was there actually. So, good tip on that. Right on. It's been a couple hours. I should probably apply for a job today. No fucking idea where I'm gonna look. I feel like I've fucking looked everywhere. That's not here nor there. Is there anybody streaming who I would absolutely want to raid at the moment? No. I don't know if there's anybody I want to raid. Maybe chill stream it with Masay. Although she's gonna light in Monster Hunter, which, spoilers, cover your ears if you don't want to know a monster that's appearing in like Monster Hunter Rise as of recently that I just found out about. Those people that don't want to hear it, close their ears. Got 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. The Gormagala is back, which is kind of fucking dope in my eyes. Like, yo, Gormagala. Hell yeah. Then again, the first Monster Hunter I actually finished was Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, so you know, that checks. That checks. We like ourselves some Monster Hunter around here, and this is some high-level gameplay, apparently. Well, late gameplay. Wouldn't necessarily... I don't know if it's high-level. I don't know Masay's skills. Any hooser. I should stream Thursday, barring some sort of, like, I work late event or some such. Assuming I get a job between now and then. With all of that said, thank you guys for sticking around till the end of the stream. I always appreciate it. And yeah, please remember that you guys are always welcome here at Monos Potion. And I will see you next time.